how is everyone? Quick video. This one is counselling and personality disorders and how would I work with that in my practice. Now, I have done other little videos on specific personality disorders like borderline personality disorder and things like that, but this topic just covers personality disorders as a whole. So how would we describe that first of all, so we can explain how we would work with it. For the person suffering that, there's going to be a real feel of strong emotions and feeling like unable to regulate them, which is going to feel quite scary. It's going to feel quite unsettling, unstable, feeling probably like nobody understands, or feeling like they can't be helped, feeling really extreme, you know. So I googled into this as well because I wanted to see if what I'm covering matches describing that as a whole. So what I've got here is a personality disorder is a mental health condition where a person's way of thinking, feeling, behaving and relating to others significantly differs from the average person, causing distress and problems. And while the symptoms may vary, they generally involve intense emotional instability, distorted thinking, impulsive behaviour and unstable relationships. Now, this part here, causes are thought to be a combination of genetic and environmental factors. Now, for me, I feel like genetic, possibly, but that gene is only triggered by the environmental factors. So we're always looking usually at trauma in childhood. By the way, it's raining here. I'm picking that up on the sand, so I've got a lovely rain and sand in the background. But yeah, childhood trauma is usually the root of this. That's what I'm going to say. And a lot of things go back to trauma as well, and sometimes that person hasn't just had one kind of trauma as well. So if you imagine going through so much stuff, that inside is like turmoil, and then trying to navigate into normal life, it's going to be really tough and really scary. And a lot of people who have the personality disorders go down the route of self-harm and overdose and things like that because they're just desperately trying to find a way to cope or to make it stop, you know. So it's really important to work with this, to allow somebody to be heard, allow something consistent in their life, allow the safe space to unpack the trauma, and there's different ways you can work with trauma as well. As always, you know, just that safe, consistent space to get, because we as humans, we can get through anything, and don't let anybody tell you you can't, you know. Everything is changeable, everything can be worked on, you know. Even terminal diagnosis, you know, there's one size fits all in the medical profession that is applied to everything, and there's no individuality taken into account as well, but that's a whole different topic for a different day. But anyways, how would I work with the personality disorder? Well, what is showing up? How is it showing up? How is it for the person? We may need to put some safety things in place, if there is things like self-harm and things like that, and who can they reach out to when they start feeling a certain way as well. What's their support looking like? That's going to be really important as well. Yeah, so there's lots. I know I'm covering like a lot with personality disorders as one topic because there's different disorders to mention, but just if it's grouped together and it's under this one umbrella, we're looking at past and trauma and different techniques to release that, and we're looking at allowing somebody to feel heard and safe, and the safety is the big one here as well, and to know that they can say whatever is going on for them without somebody demonizing it or judging them for it, you know. Because how they are trying to navigate the world is probably feeling really difficult at this time. So yeah, that's how I would work with it, and hopefully that made sense. And I'm under nataliecounselingservices.co.uk, and if anyone has any questions, or if anybody has a topic that they want me to cover as well and go into, I'd be happy to do that. So anyways, as always, peace, love and light, and thank you for watching.